And if we could just have a look at the Mexican team, there's the team, and watch for number 5. I'm sure we're going to see him drop right back as a defender. There are 2 changes from the side that's through with France. Oregue and Del Muro are the new men. Number 4, number 5. And there is Borja, the man who scored the goal against France, number 20. And there is number 6, Diaz, that lovely sounding place, Guadalajara. There's the England team, and if we're going to have a look at the England side, again, 2 changes from the team which drew with Uruguay. Payne has come in, Peters has come in, Ball, who's injured, and Canelli have gone out. And there is Martin Peters, who created such a good impression on the tour just before the World Cup. And there is number 19, who is Terry Payne, Southampton. Greaves now on the centre spot, just fixing the ball for the kick-off. There's Jimmy Greaves, and that depends on him and Bobby Charlton tonight, because England must win just to reiterate the position. Uruguay are top of this group with 3 points from 2 matches. Mexico and England 1 point from 1 match. France 1 point from 2 matches. So England must win to get level with Uruguay, because remember, only 2 countries from each group qualify for the quarter-final. The crowd, a very, very good one indeed, and it sounds as if it's going to be a very noisy one, both English and the Mexicans. I think we're going to hear quite a lot of that. And of course, they're all in training for the next World Cup, when they will be in the position of host. And it's Mexico kick-off. Diaz gone up for the kickoff. Whether that means anything, well, I wouldn't like to say. That was an unorthodox start, if nothing else. The last time, that's the only time Mexico have ever been here, they were cracked by 8 goals to nothing. Revenge for when England in 1959 was beaten 2 goals to 1 in Mexico City. Looks already that Bobby Charlton is going to spend a lot of time up in the front row. And England starting off at a goodly pace. That's sharper than the Mexican. Shows you how deep he is. Nothing wrong with that. That's a little bit of space for the England lads. And away goes Cohen. And Charlton. Pena getting it there. The Mexicans have fallen into the usual numerical pattern, it seems to me at the moment, like 1-9-1. Here. Mexicans, of course, I think, know in their heart of hearts that they haven't a great deal of chance of winning the World Cup, but they're always colourful people. They play with a great deal of verve, a great deal of spirit. Now here's Moore, the England captain. Wilson, the world's best fullback, now Charlton. This is 19, Reyes. Reyes played against England when England won 8-0. Padilla. Padilla. Hernandez. Cyrus. And Payne. 3. England using a 5-man attack now. Peters. Yes, Martin Peters. Will do a lot better than that, and will do, of course, during the course of the game. Goal kick to Mexico. Calderon, the goalkeeper, is not taking the kick. It's taken by Nunez. Hunt to Payne. I think a free kick. Another free kick been given by Mr. Lobello. Yes. Hernandez limping. Calderon, the goalkeeper. The chance of England. It's Bobby Styles to Wilson. And more beginning to break on the left. Wanted freeze to make ground. 5 minutes gone, no score. Goal kick to Mexico, there's Roger. Mexicans didn't have a very successful trip in Europe before the World Cup. They drew in Switzerland, lost in Belfast against Northern Ireland, and lost in Italy. And now Hunt. In that saw Calderon, the goalkeeper here, was sent off in Belfast. Charlton to Payne. Hunt, 2, 4, 6, and 8 defenders tracking the goal for Mexico. Charlton committed on the second. Ahead to Padilla. England setting a cracking pace now, Freeze. Hunt. England have certainly started as if they mean to run the Mexicans into the ground. Of course, England have got to beware that they don't run themselves into the ground and don't be too over-anxious. There are just a few of the many England supporters, a large crowd of them, all making a lot of noise. crowd might not like that, but I think there's pretty little else the Mexicans can do against England. Here comes Cohen. No flying to that one. Yes, George Cohen, Fulham in England. Going down the right. Bobby Charlton, Kane and Hunt waiting in the middle. No sign of a Mexican attack at all. Corner to it. And up floats Jackie Charlton. We'll see him come into the picture any moment. There he is. Jackie Charlton. Next to him is Peters, also a tall fellow. Reyes, Padilla. Ten minutes gone, no score. Wilson coming to join in the fun again. Peters. Too far underneath that one. There's Peters. And that was brought in to a little fire and punch into the England attack. I don't think the England players have forgotten the fact that they failed to score at Wembley for the first time since the war, only last Monday when they played Uruguay. Incidentally, the floodlights are on already. There's more. What a Wilson. Giles. And a free kick. Dangerous play by Hunt, putting his feet up. It's a night which should suit the English players. It's cold, cloudy. So the sort of weather we're used to during our football season. This is where we could do with a Garincha or with a Pelé. Oh, we're going to have pain. And there's Jack Charlton. There's Hunt. Could have been the first one. This is all one-way traffic. Still no goal. And they won't have them shooting like that either. Peter's been in the game a lot, but he hasn't found his touch yet. Peter's playing his fourth international. free kick there. Mexico. Take by Hernandez. Among the interested spectators of this match is one Gordon Banks from Leicester, who as yet, I don't think has touched the ball. The England goal. Bobby Charlton. Hey. Norbert Styles, known throughout the footballing world as Nobby Styles. He's known and feared throughout the footballing world as well. Areque. There. A very clever player, this fellow. Areque. And that goes the flag offside. Padilla. Jackie Charlie. Jarez. Reyes once again. Now then, Mexico on the attack. I think it's not the first time Gordon Banks has been in the game. Charlton. Just seeing Banks touch the ball for the first time, there you could see. Quarter of an hour gone. Ball for England. England might think they've met blanket defences before, but they've never met such a wall as this. Charlton. I think it too far. It looks as if it was out. I think it was out. Yes, the referee, Mr. Lobello, gives the goal kick. Linesman on the far side, a gentleman from North Korea, Chao Duk-kyung, right on the spot. Flag. Terry Payne, Southampton. That's 7 goals in 18 appearances for England. And it's Styles to take the free kick for England. Now he's leaving it to Cohen. 10 Mexicans now back in defense. Jackie Charlton uses his hands, gives away a free kick to Mexico. But once again, of course, England are facing this back defense, having a lot of trouble getting through it. Well, we saw last night that how you can get through well-organized defenses. Charlie. That was the voice of Ray Wilson. Yes, it was a serve for Mexico. Is Borja and the goal kick. I think it's almost 20 20 minutes gone, the first goal kick to England. So good. How much of the ball England have had. Don't win World Cup matches on just having a lot of the ball. Now Wilson take it up for more. Mexico race back into their defensive position. Down, and it's Nunez getting it away. Breathe. That's a throw-in. Jimmy Greaves, but I'm afraid that said they would have needed someone even taller than Torres of Portugal to get it in. What a terrible throw. Torres. Diaz. Marekwe. Yes, again, neat football by the Mexicans. Marekwe. Big by Moore. Sort of strong tackling the crowd line. The Mexicans don't understand. Now 16 Peters. Goal kick. That's the sort of shooting we want from Peters. And that's what the crowd thinks of it. But the score sheet is still blank. And 20 minutes to play. Certainly, in his first 20 minutes, no complaint from the England players about the support they've had from the crowd. The foul bites, Styles, free kick to Mexico. It's going to be taken by Peña, Mexican captain. Yeah. Charlton breaking with it. Still 4-5 Mexican defenders to beat before the goalkeeper. Kane. And Bobby Charlton apologizing to the cameraman. The fourth. England, once again. Jack Charlton goes up. There he is. Rolling towards the penalty area. Three is Wilson. Bobby Charlton. Cohen. And Hernandez getting it back. And Borja getting a free kick to England. 16 is Peters. Making heavy weather of this one. Union Jacks are being hello, the crowd are shouting and urging England on, but they must feel that England should take the lead by now against a team the caliber of Mexico, who reached this exalted stage, the final competition, by way of beating such eminent teams as Costa Rica, Jamaica, United States of America, which of course is a name we should say with hushed reverence, remembering they beat us in the World Cup once. Free kick to Mexico. Mexico playing as if they've been quite satisfied with a draw, should they be able to pull off that miracle. Plays for Guadalajara. Free kick. That's free. Very anxious side at the moment. Making far too many mistakes. They are, if anything, much too over-anxious. Padilla. Hernandez. What's a good one from Nunez to Chari. And the foul. Padilla, number 8. There's Bobby Moore. Greaves coming to do the orchestrating of the defensive wall again. Ooh. A bit of a bother then. Big spin out for a goal kick there. 25 minutes gone. And his score. Bobby Charlton, that's a good one. Out to Payne. Payne, playing more of the orthodox wingman's game than one might have expected. Well, England don't have to have anyone back within a 4-3-3 setup because the Mexicans are falling back, allowing England to come on all the time. There's Jackie Charlton. To Payne. Jackie Charlton right up to the attack. Mexicans have a sweeper, number 4 Del Muro, behind a line of 4. Well, the youngsters looking rather pensive, aren't they? Wondering how long it's going to take him to get through the tight defense of the Mexicans to get a goal. And the Mexicans now begin to celebrate as if they're about 3 goals in the lead over on the far side. Padilla. Reyes. Diaz. Oh, that could have been a nasty one. Hitting someone on the roof. Well, that's always on, of course, in a game like this. It seems that all the attacking can be forced back in a breakaway, and then a deflection can put them one down. This is Payne. Boya. Taking it to Bobby Charlton. In his lineup. Couldn't reach that since they hung back. Always let people play with it in this area. Doesn't matter here. It's when they get near the penalty area that it really counts. Hernandez. This is Diaz. Hernandez. Interest fullback. Diaz, now Reyes. And up comes the right fullback, Charlie. The England have fallen back to mass in defence. So it's a good ball from Diaz. Very good ball from Diaz to Oregui. Away goes Tommy Starr. Mexicans beginning to play with a wee bit more confidence now. Diaz. Hernandez. Hernandez. Villa. Reeves coming back to help the defence. No mistake, and Apoya is offside. And perhaps a very good thing for England. There's Boya, and got to go for Mexico against France. There's quarter of an hour left then, and no score. Bobby Charlton is striking it. Well, Reeves getting too far underneath it. He admits himself that he's not the greatest header of the ball in football. He can't pull that one out with a wonderful flying header he scored with against Norway in Oslo. We could well have had a rainstorm all very long. Here. Working his heart out for Mexico. Now Reyes. Oregui. 19 is Reyes. Finding Bobby Charlton. Reeves. This is more. There's a shout for hands there, and it was a silly shout. A shout from the crowd, that is, not from anything that says the ball hit the man. That's not intentional, hands are not penalized. Padilla. And the alleged attackers coming back. High cross ball is getting the Mexican defense. Ball at sea. That is Nunez. Jackie Charlton. Getting worried at the other England players now. They just can't get on top of this game. Now the Mexican sombreros being waved over on the far side. Bobby Charlton. machine is. Reyes. Off they come now. Now, England, of course, not challenging in this position. Don't mind the Mexicans playing around here, but... More. Stars finding pain. Del Muro doing a fine job as a sweeper up. The man that played it there. Cohen. That goes more. It's there. No. That's the nearest England have been to a goal. And Bobby Moore, the skipper, showing his side how it should be done. And I think the youngsters approve of that. Dummy. Probably hear the shouting of the England players. And fire. Charlton Cohen going down the right. Who's trying to that? Peters. No goal, no goal, no goal. Peters is offside, it's no goal. Still no score. Now, more. Thirsting for a goal, but they see another one disallowed. Whether that disallowed goal will spur England on. Hungary knew they were a bit desperate when they played last night and came out with a magnificent display. It might work for England this time. They feel disappointed that they call being robbed of a goal, robbed, of course, in quotes. So they might really hit their form now. That's Chari. Reyes. You see, the Mexicans can't really get any punch into their play. They're willing to play just sideways, keep possession of the ball. They're not desperate for the win as England are. Now it's Charlton, Bobby Charlton, Hunt on the right. Maybe a shot from Charlton. It's worth trying. Beauty! 37 minutes. And what a shot from Charlton. That's the way that crowd love to see them go in. That is England's first goal in the World Cup of 1966. And it got well with the first of many. I think that's the break that England were waiting for. Peters. And more screaming for Hunt to get up that left wing. There's Hunt. Roger Hunt. Not going for him yet this evening. What the Mexicans do now. They've been playing for a draw. Well, they started no score and they were drawing, but now they're a goal down. So they've got to come out and try and get an equalizer. And the crowd thirsting for more now. It's Charlton. Away goes Cohen. This is Cohen. Goal kick. Mexico. You see how many Mexican defenders are all padded round in the penalty area. Hardly room for all of them. To Green. Payne. And here's Green. Corner kick. Corner kick. There's Jimmy Greaves. 43 goals for England. Bobby Charlton now 38. 5 behind him. Greaves to take the corner for England. Peters. Oh, Jack Charlton was moving into that, but how was Peters for now? 5 minutes left for play in the first half. And the goal scorer for England, who lead 1-0, was Bobby Charlton. And as cracking a goal as you could wish to see. England want to capitalize on this. Now they've got the Mexicans going, Dave. They want to dive in and get more. And the universal song of all supporters when the Saints go marching in. Free kick to Mexico, going to be taken by Diaz, I think. Number 6. And the corner. Borja. A dangerous position then. And it's to Hernandez. And come out of it. Charlton. Well, it's incredible what the plays. He's come Hunt with him inside. Reyes. Out now to Chari. I don't think the Mexicans lack the space of football. I don't think they like tackles like that either. By play, free kick to Mexico. Pena going to take the free kick for Mexico. Diaz. Pena, the captain. Charlton, oh, it's a long, sneaky one for Hunt. No, he won't. No. Number 15 to take the throw in. Hernandez. Well, it's almost half-time now. So they owe 1-2. Who's to run on to? 16 is Peters. Charlton Peters. Hit it, Bobby. It's going to panic now whenever Bobby Charlton gets the ball within 35 yards of goal. Payne. Hand is there. One of their last 11 internationals. Last defeat was here at Wembley on October the 20th last year. They lost to Austria 3-2. Match 3. Will now be worth double to England because it would send Mexico into the dressing room at half-time. Really worried. Now, Reyes. Here's Padilla. Hernandez. Mexican still without a great deal of idea how to launch an attack that would really mean anything. Got threes up with him, but a forest of Mexicans between him and the goal. That was the sort of thing to inspire confidence to look what the goalkeeper's done. But the referee, I think, has blown his whistle, has he, for half-time? Yes, indeed he has. The referee has blown his whistle for half-time. The goal scorer for England was Bobby Charlton after 37 minutes. There's Bobby Charlton just crossing the centre line now, almost near the referee. There he is. 28 years of age, playing his 70th international, the most capped player on the England team. He's now got 38 goals for England. So England kick off, leading 1-0. And with the pressure and the tension now off them, I think England will settle down and find something like that through forward. And Hernandez getting it clear. Reyes. That one had Charlton to 19, Payne and Cohen going down the right. But only as a big ball. And Bobby Charlton. The crowd now, every time Bobby Charlton goes near the ball, they start going, ooh, expecting one of those thunderbolt shots. Can't, of course, do it all the time. Charlton, everybody but Banks in the Mexican half. There's Green. Hunt. Payne. And the corner. 9 Mexicans in their own penalty area. Payne to make the corner for England. That was going outside, actually. That's Charlie. Yes, on his right, this is Diaz. I suppose the Mexicans would regard it as a moral victory as they came away only beaten by 1 or maybe 2 goals. Payne. Landsman is flagging. This side is Ashkenazi of Israel. Free kick to England. Greaves to Cohen. I think it's got to be retaken here. Wasn't in the right position, so no one needs to be worried about anything. Just take the free kick again. Ten Mexicans, 2 for 5 Englishmen in the penalty area. Wilson. Goal kick. I think it perhaps would have been better if England hadn't played at all, because they started this competition second favourites, drew with Uruguay when they went out in the betting. Since then they haven't played, but they've sort of come down in price of day by day on the performances of other teams. It's not what the betting says, it's who wins the matches that count. Padillo. Hernandez. Boyer getting no change at all. Jack Charlton. But Hernandez getting it. Matias. Yes, to Reyes, number 19. The Mexican. In the end, would always start playing it backwards. Padillo. It was a not very nice moment for the England defence. Nobody there coming to help him. Banks calling for the back pass. You probably heard the Mexicans then giving voice to their feelings with the chant ending Mexico, Mexico. Nice. Peters. Charlton. To beat. And there's up. Okay. There's Roger Hunt. 5 minutes gone. England leading 1-0 against Mexico. Left foot not quite as successful as the right foot was earlier in the game. Yes. This pattern we've seen so much in this game, England getting possession, carrying the ball towards the Mexican goal, and the Mexicans just backing away. Packing the penalty area, and almost getting the second. There's Bobby Charlton having one of his liveliest matches now. That's what the Mexicans are paying him compliments regarding him as a great danger man. Boyer. Bareque. Boyer. Hernandez. Boyer. Oh, well played. And nobody there following up. Well, that was the best move by the centre forward, Boyer, Enrique Boyer, only 20 years of age. And the Mexicans still in this game, so picking away. It's mainly as a defensive force we're seeing them. Hardly anything up front. England much the more powerful side. 19 is Payne. Styles. Styles staying up front. Payne has dropped back. Regway. Diaz, number 6, and up comes Cherry. Well, dangerous play, but direct free kick's been given a foul against. No, an indirect free kick. It's going to be taken by Diaz. Diaz is still going to have a shot at goal, even though if the ball goes in the net, it won't count. Number 15 is Hernandez. Diaz. Offside. I thought the Mexican would have been near enough to the goal to have been offside. Bobby Charlton. Cohen. Stevie Peters, he's got Cohen on his right. And Peters, always prepared to have a different goal. Not seen much of Greaves in the second half. Payne, Greaves just inside it. Stroud, Barling, Regway, free kick from Mexico. 10 minutes of the second half gone. 1-0 England lead. Reyes. Right off the spot, waiting play on. And here's Greaves. Peters. Signal given by the referee to the linesman that he spotted the flag. Didn't blow for offside because England would have... Now he's blown for free kick to England. Hunt using his arms and elbows. Nunez. Charlie. Diaz. Got it almost a square ball by Mexico. Square pass. No ground at all. Gets from nowhere. Gives him enough time to come back. Hernandez. Now, Charlton. And agrees to chase. Hunt in the middle. Mexico. Payne and Cohen coming on the right. Well, these Mexican defenders are playing heroically. Reyes. Diaz. Gun. back, Chavez. Diaz again. Correctly. Nunez, captain. Hernandez. Well, if you speak Spanish, you can tell what the Mexicans are shouting to each other. Trying the interception done by Peters. Bobby Charlton finding Payne. Styles on Payne's right. Their corner. Corner is going to be taken by Payne. It could be a short one. Styles close to him. Now Greaves. Bobby Charlton. Moore. Nunez. One of the centre-backs working like a Trojan for Mexico. And by Borja. Going around to show all and sundry that it wasn't hand. Novello giving the free kick. This is Diaz. Reyes. There is Peña. No attempt at the challenge until the penalty area is reached. Reeves, Hunt. And sweep it up. Del Muro getting it away. And 1-0. England lead. And this is the second half. Styles. Bobby Charlton. Payne. Well, we're seeing England doing a lot of doing all the attacking, let's face it, hitting high ones, hitting low ones, cross. And the crowd are thoroughly enjoying it, but we aren't seeing any of the England forwards sort of taking on the defences. We saw, for instance, last night when Bene of Hungary did it. Well, a quick move, which is the one that brought Hungarian second goal. Now, what about Charlton? How's the left foot? The Mexican back. So the centre-back, Peña, raising his hand, acknowledging the foul as if anybody was in any doubt. Greaves to take the free kick. Chavez. Padillo. The crowd's still anxious for more goals. Hernandez. Little Diaz. Oregwe. Mexicans seem almost embarrassed when they carry the ball into the England half. 15 in. Hernandez. Beautiful ball. Charlie. And Bobby Charlton back there. Penalized, I think, for pushing. Is Diaz going to take it? Hernandez. Well, the face Hernandez had a shot at goal. Hernandez plays for a team called Atlas. 23 years of age. This is his 6th international. Again. Cohen. Number 19, Spain. Not enough shot of Jimmy then, wasn't it? Have gone if Payne hadn't got in the way. England playing with boundless energy now. This is Charlton, Bobby Charlton, who's on his right foot. Left and free kick to England. Jack Charlton. Well, it might have paid off. I think the truth were known, the crowd would rather his brother had a stiff go. Flagging a foul by Hernandez on Hunt. Free kick to England. Payne ready to take it. Dobby seemed to think that would do with a free kick. Four. Half the people leaping to their feet. There's Bobby Moore, the England captain. It's a huge crowd here. And crowd no doubt working on goal averages. England's at the moment is infinity, and you can't get better than that. Scored 1, none against. Number 19 is Payne, and back offside. But the referee rightly giving a go. He signaled and saw it of the linesman. Let's be academic about these things. Might as well have the goal for the same thing as a free kick. But a yard away for offside. Lobello refereeing very well. Lobello from Italy. Peter. With Wilson making ground on the left. Charlton to start. Charlton. Payne got too far underneath it. Very faint. Well, it's taking 5 of the Mexicans now to take a goal. And a gentleman right at the far end, it takes 6 of them. Peters, and there's hard-working Diaz getting it out to Badillo. So a faded run that Cohen did. By Payne, free kick to Mexico. Badillo. Yes, Reyes. Skipper Pena. Every Englishman in his own half. This is a change. Diaz. Go to England. 20 minutes left. England leading Mexico 1-0. Here's the man who scored it, Bobby Charlton. He's going to have another crack. It's Reeves. Comes Wilson. Jackson. I'll get Brother Bob to give him some shooting practice tomorrow. I think the crowd is patient. They'd love to see another run and another thunderbolt shot by Bobby Charlton. More now, up to the green. Hunt. Bobby Charlton to Hunt. Now Styles, no levels. Hernandez now to Padilla. Reyes. Regra. And this is the skipper, Pena. Nunez. Chavez. England being forced to go back. Rare in this match. Peters has gone up into the front line. Wilson, and it's now with Styles. There's almost 10 English attackers against the left Mexican defense. Compared to Mexico, they can't expect to carry the game to England and beat them at their own game. Now by Peters, free kick to Mexico. Pena, take it. Padilla. And it's just inside him. Mexico beginning to come in a bit of a pack. Now then, Hunt. Charlton trying to set himself up for another shot. Oregwe. Hernandez to Padilla. Oh dear. Good Chari's coming up on the right. Chari's again. And the sporting Wembley crowd rising to the Mexicans for that lovely bit of football. There's number 20. Borja almost rounded it off with the equalizing goal. And that would have shaken all and sundry. Just running into one of those bad spells at the moment. Charlton trying to zip them out. And it squeezes a chance. And Charlton has zipped them out of that bad spell. Hunt has scored. "75 minutes gone. Hunt has made it 2-0. The dejected goalkeeper Calderon made a fine save from Greaves, and then there was Hunt to put it in. So, 2-0 England lead. And there we are, Bobby Charlton just lifted England again. They were going to one of those nasty spells when nothing seemed to go right. And the run of Bobby Charlton leading to that second goal. Lifted the gloom. Now then, here comes Greaves. Go to town now. They should be able to, as all pressure is off them. Roger Hunt now has got a fine record for England. 15 internationals, he's got 13 goals. There's Hunt, right in the middle of the picture now. There he is, 21. Roger Hunt, Liverpool. Demanding 3. Some people never satisfied, are they? Here's Charlton, the man most likely to give them 3. What a beautiful ball to play. goes Peters, but once again, Kenya there. Rekwe. Padilla. The sixes here. Reeves back there as an extra fullback. Del Muro, number 4, the sweeper up. Sweeping Hunt out of spot. Back coming, the nice Hunt to Breeze. To Charlton. Didn't hit that one right. Well, I don't think we've ever had a crowd at Wembley so much on England's side. Union Jacks waving all the time. Charlton. Cohen. Peters squeezed nearby. Out of play. Peters. Certainly, Martin Peters has had quite a few cracks at goal. Minutes left. Styles to Hunt offside. Free kick to Mexico, and it's Payne, hurt, crack on the back of the head. Onto the scene comes Harold Shepherdson. Slightly under 10 minutes left for play, and the first time we've seen the trainer on the field. The first thing that Terry Payne wants to know is what hit him. Nothing wrong with him, but dash of cold water was cured. Free kick's going to be taken by Munoz. Styles found by Water. Cohen. Mexico throws. Free kick to Mexico. Despite the jubilation by the English supporters, I'm certain that the Mexicans will be highly satisfied. They come away from this match only 2 goals to 0 down. All this morning, England, in the eyes of betting fraternity anyway, are the joint favourites to win the World Cup. Hernandez. Padilla. In the Englishman in his own half now. Chavez. Here with all evening. Payne, Charlton, Bobby Charlton coming on the right wing. Payne, 19. And the corner. Corner to it. Reeves coming to take it. Payne. Stocking, well down, perhaps, in trouble with cramp. Oh, when last did you hear the Wembley crowd going like this for England? Wilson. Reyes. So, Mexico wants to get a point out of this match. They've got to get 2 goals in, 300 seconds. And here's Chavez. Forward with the head of a man who thinks it could be done. Peters, Reeves on the left, there's Reeves. Charlton. Said that was over the line, I thought the linesman flagged, yes he did. No good. The umpteen times. Going back. Putting the block right on the end, into the penalty area. Reyes. Diaz. Begway. Waterhouse had, no, he's all right, he's got his feet there. Styles too, number 19. Payne. Padilla. Just 2 minutes left. England leading 2-0. Victory now seems to be England for the take. Requie. Well, that's good. A few moments when the England defence has been a bit worried. There's only about a minute and a half left, but I still feel they might see another goal to England. Just about a minute left. Referee looking at his watch, just checking with his linesman. There goes the whistle. England have cut off the mark in this World Cup with a victory over Mexico. The score is, but after 37 minutes, Bobby Charlton. After 75 minutes, Roger Hunt.